when I add additional wax to this, it makes it considerably more difficult to clean. But it's a lot nicer when you have castings that actually turn out rather than when you vibrate the mold that they float to the top. There we go. Now I need to make some little sprues to his tail. And we'll give her a shot. Look at him. He looks so happy. When a person places these on the tree, you should also be mindful of how to remove them. It's pretty easy to work yourself into a corner once these have all been cast and you're trying to cut the castings off. But that's a problem for another day. Tomorrow specifically. This sprue job sure looks ghastly. Do not bump the hairs on his head, for they may fall off. He is balding. That's why his hands are beside his head. That's how we all feel when we're losing hair. I think I will be able to remove these relatively easily. I have a clear shot to him, and then I should be able to remove Gastly, and then hard one for last. these look pretty good. This one turned out pretty well. At least Raichu's tail is still attached. The curls on his ears, yeah, they look good. Provided they will last through the despruing. Oh, they look good. We'll cut them apart. See how they survive. Hold them by the hands. Amazing. Not bad. These turned out really well. The finishes on them aren't perfect, but I kind of like it. It shows that they're handmade. It gives them a little bit more character. I like Gastly. Psyduck is nice. We lost one of his hairs cleaning him up, the resin print, which was then super glued on, and that came out really well. It was a nice easy fix. Marowak is so much easier than his little brother. Pretty nice details there. Raichu is impressive. I was almost guaranteed that the tail would not be attached or that it would have broken off. And you could see even the little curls on his ear turned out really well. But the tail, I'm very impressed by the tail. He's not super polished because that would just add more risk to damaging the features that have stayed intact this long. So he's a little bit more rough, but I like him. We're starting to move into some of the more difficult Pokemon like him, and of course the hairs here. So we're a little bit unsure of how to polish them without spending a ton of time on them. But otherwise, I think this batch turned out rather well. Thanks for watching.